Welcome back, everyone, to Elder Scrolls Online. We're here going to be heading to Kynesgrove today, since I think that may be the only place left outside of where we need to head for the main story quest that we need to go to out here. Maybe Bezuft, or whatever you call it, as well. That's towards where we need to go anyways. So, I don't know. Anyways, I think from what I read on a map, most of what we need left for world bosses and 12s is over in this southeast area, I think. So we'll be actually heading down that way as well, I think. Probably after we do Kynesgrove. Yeah, we're pretty close. We can just go ahead and ride our way there. I think this stuff might be for the Kynesgrove area anyways, to be honest. We're finally going to find out why they haven't been back by now. Yeah, Kynesgrove seems to be a bit overrun. Where are they? What the heck? I'm fairly certain there were some NPCs here that had a quest for me before. Where did they go? They over here now? Suddenly they're over here now.
They should have been back by now. Captain Alhana said they'd meet us here after an evening of prayer, right?
That's what she said, but I don't see them. Maybe what the traveling merchant said is true.
Are you heading to the shrine? The shrine to the goddess Kyne. We come here to pray and ask for her blessing before battle. The rest of our brigade went to visit the shrine yesterday. They haven't returned yet, and I'm worried about them. Well, no. Not after that traveling merchant came by and told us that terrible story. He said dark witches had killed the keepers of the shrine. The place has been overrun. I can match steel with any soldier, but how do you battle a witch's hex?
Yeah.
Kyne bless you, stranger. Captain Alhana commands the brigade. She's an excellent leader and a terror with a blade, but they should have been back by now. Kyne is the warrior goddess, the mother of the Nord people. She watches over us and protects us. She blesses our weapons and armor before we enter battle. I wouldn't expect you to understand. Haven't you heard? The seeds of war have been planted in Eastmarch. Most of our fellow Nords are already on the battlefield. If we had the numbers, we'd march right in and take back the shrine. But as you can see, it's just Ilolda and me. Soldiers often visit the shrine before going into battle. How else would we receive Kyne's blessing? The keepers provide shelter, allowing pilgrims to pray for a day and a night. But Alhana and the others have been gone longer than that. I don't think so. Captain Alhana is a stickler for schedules and protocols. But ever since that traveling merchant told us tales of witches and corruption at the shrine, we've been too frightened to go and check on them.
Well, at least you're honest about it. Yeah, the place is definitely overrun, I can tell you that much.
Quiet! Someone's coming!
Go away, witch! You won't curse anymore, my soldiers! If you don't leave, you'll taste my blade! Whoa. Really? How do I know you didn't bewitch him, just like the others?
Okay. Guess they want me to collect almonds or something, maybe. bit of a text there for the speech kind of got cut off. Yeah, I'll grab this one as well. There we go.
You again? Perhaps you weren't lying after all. If you actually gathered my soldiers' amulets, please slip them under the door. Please.
Okay, we can get in now.
My apologies, but these are dangerous times. I watched my soldiers turn into mindless slaves. I had to make sure that your will was still your own. Our brigade came to the shrine to pray. That's when they fell upon us. Daedric witches! They bewitched most of my soldiers. We four are all that remains, and Droy is burning with an unnatural fever. I fear he won't last much longer. He was cursed by the witches. The fever burns away all that he is. Soon he'll be a mindless slave, just like the others. The keepers could heal him, but we haven't seen a keeper since we arrived. It's likely the witches killed or cursed them. Of course, they could be barricaded away, just like we are, waiting for help to arrive. Droy mentioned something about them before the fever took him, but we've had other things to deal with. Explore the shrine. The witches there might have a clue. There's also a locked dresser by the bed. One of the bewitched soldiers might have a key. I'd love to know what they've locked in there. Before the fever took Droy, he mentioned the witch by the lake. He said she didn't attack him. Find this witch. If she's really willing to talk to you, she might have something useful to say.
Okay.
Droy's fever grows worse. A fever curse grips poor Droy. If we don't cure him soon, I fear he'll become one of the bewitched. Droy was sent to the shrine ahead of the brigade to let the keepers know we were coming and give them time to prepare. When we arrived, we found Droy like this, burning with fever. I've been trying to care for him, but nothing seems to help. There's one thing I haven't tried yet. There's a flower that's been known to cure a fever. It's called Kind's Breath. It grows around the runestones that decorate the grove. A handful may help save Droy's life. Can you get some for me?
Okay. So we got a couple things to do here, it looks like. I thought I was gonna get away with that. Nope. I assumed you'd go down quickly since you're just a mage, but it's like a little bit of health to you. Okay. There was a witch by the lake they were talking about as well. Don't know what's going on with that. They seem to be on fire. Yeah, I'll take you guys out, sure. Where did the other one go? The one I was just fighting. Oh, they're getting their health back. Not sure why I'm not finding what I need here though. Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting away that easily. I don't want that. Dresser key, nice, okay. Wonder why the last one would be in here. Kain, one of the 8 divines of the Nord Pantheon, is considered by some to lead those divines. She is one of the Hearth gods, watching over this present cycle of the world. Her titles are numerous, revealing much about the character of Kain. Kain is called the Kiss at the End, for most Nords agree that Kain leads the dead to Sovngarde. She is revered as the goddess of storm, called upon to bring rain and snow in dry times. She protects her faithful from the raging gales and blizzards that regularly sweep across the sky expanse. Other names applied to Kain include Widow of Shore and Mother of Nords. Warriors' favorite Kai as they call upon her for strength in battle and victory in conflict. Alright. Okay, well, I didn't find all the clues, I think, but I guess we'll head on back and see what goes on here.
I smell fresh Kain's breath. It reminds me when I was a little girl, running through the fields in spring. I miss those simpler days. Oh yes, this is more than enough. The flower is very potent. Thank you. With these, I should be able to reduce Droy's fever. Droy's fate is in Kain's hands, but his chances are better now. I'll continue to watch over him until he wakes up. Since he was here before us, it's possible that Droy knows what happened to the Keepers. We need to find out what he saw.
Okay. Let's see what's going on here. This is probably one of the clues, I imagine. Finally reached Kain's Grove. I heard stories from my brothers about this place. They tell me, Hoover, never go into battle without praying to the goddess first. Unless you want to end up on the losing side. So here I am, offering prayers as other warriors have done before me. One note before I turn in for the night. The keepers of the shrine are acting very strange. My brothers have told me they were very generous, and kind, eager to help visiting pilgrims, but the keepers are glaring at me. Treat me like a Skakker's orc. I hope I didn't disrespect them or some way. Something strange is happening here. I've heard screams outside. My companions haven't returned yet. I guess it's time to grab my blade and find out what's going on out here. Righto. So I'm assuming the last one to be the witch by the lake, I'm assuming. Or no? I'm not quite, No, there's nothing really here that I can use so far. Is that them?
Why do you approach me? Do you want to end up like the rest of the bewitched? Or perhaps you believe Kyne will protect you? You search in vain then, for the Keepers are lost. Kyne no longer lights their way. Why should the Keepers maintain the shrine of a god who ignores their prayers? Kyne blesses the Nords before battle, but Nords die every day. We lose sons and daughters in these stupid wars, and what does mighty Kyne do? Absolutely nothing. We refuse to worship a god who ignores us and lets our children die. Think about it. You'll figure it out soon enough. Now leave this place and take everyone barricaded in that building with you. The Keepers don't need to be rescued, and this grove belongs to us now. Go.
Well, she wasn't as friendly as I thought she was gonna be.
Was your search successful? I know this book. Many nodes carry similar hymns written to our goddess. It's strange that a Daedric witch would take this from a keeper. Perhaps it's part of their spell. Maybe they use a victim's property to maintain control. It sounds like the witches attacked before we arrived. I wonder if the keepers were already cursed when this was written. That would explain why they were acting strangely. Hymn book? A journal? And now a witch? I have my suspicions, but there must be more to it. This can't be what I think it is. Investigate the building where the head keeper worked. Last time I checked, it was locked. If you can enter the house, you might find something that will make sense of this situation.
Alright. Well, it looks like we have to go a little bit further away again. Oh, is this the house? Have to go through a window again? Oh yes, yes I do. Thick flesh fibers of the Zag rug provide a welcome respite for your sore feet from the hard stone floor. This withered old skull appears to be some sort of decorative element, or perhaps it was used in a ritual of some sort. A dense pie packed with vegetables, spices, mulled wine, and what you assume to be chunks of mammoth meat that's topped with a golden brown crust. Sure, I'll eat it, why not? Perfect grouping of arrows reveals that a battle of some sort took place here. Sahun and Harran visit the shrine today. They ask for Kind's blessing before sailing off to join King Yoren's war. My sons have grown into proud, strong, honorable men. This will be Harran's first battle, but he will be aboard his brother's war vessel. Kind will protect them both. The war between our king and his brother comes closer to home every day. Many of the keepers have started to hear that their children, wives, and husbands are dying in battles. I urge them to remain strong. Kind will watch over their loved ones in Sovngarde. I know it's hard, but we must not lose faith. We all knew the risks. My sons are both gone. I received word that Sun's vessel sank in a surprise attack, killed by orcs of all things. Why would Kind allow this to happen? Why take both of my sons? They were all the family I had left. And killed by orcs. What a disgrace. Why would Kind allow this? What would she do to it? Why would she do this to us? Kind is a lie. She does nothing. Our prayers fall on deaf ears. We have found another to embrace us, one who feels our pain and knows the hardships of war. I have never given myself to a Daedric prince before, but desperate times call for desperate measures. She knows the pain we feel. You're no longer the keepers. We embrace a new power. We will take Kind's children as she's taken ours. May the false gods weep tears of blood. Well, that didn't take much, did it?
Since I was a young girl. They've gotten smaller. I should have checked the window. Nodes tend to break things, not sneak through them. What? No, that can't be right. Even though I suspected it. No. There must be some mistake. To go against everything they believe in, everything they were taught? Why would the Keepers do such a thing? The Keepers teach us it is an honor to die defending our homeland. That's what they preach. Forsaking the teachings of Kind dishonors us all. You only have two things left to do. One, find Keeper Ormi. Two, put a blade in her dark heart. If that doesn't end the curse, at least it will make damn certain no one else gets bewitched. Strange lights and sounds have been coming from the shrine at the center of the grove. It's not normal. That's probably where you'll find the fallen Keeper. Whatever Ormi uses to channel these dark powers, it's corrupting the serenity of the grove. You can't reason with Daedric witches? We've all suffered losses, but they took my soldiers and turned them into mindless slaves! I can't forgive her for that. They need to die! Every last one of them! What's wrong with me? I feel like I'm being torn apart! You don't feel the pain that I have suffered. Kind has forsaken us. She let our children die. Now we'll take her children as our own.
Jeez. Okay. That's certainly a thing, and I think we probably have some more champion points to deal with. All right.
It wasn't Roy we had to worry about. Gain was under the witch's control the entire time. I just thought he was drunk and moody. Once the captain left, he attacked me. I put a knife in the big oaf's neck, but not before he unlocked the door. The witches swarmed inside. I had to leave Troy there so I could warn you. Where's the captain? Then it's over. I'm the only one left. It's kind of funny. We came for a blessing, but we were defeated before we got to the war. Why did the Keepers turn against us? Wait, Keeper Ormi? By Kind, she thinks her sons are dead. I knew her sons. I served with them. Sahun survived. She doesn't know? No one told her? She killed and cursed my brigade, and you want to save her? Fine. I'm in no shape to argue with you. So Hoon spends time drinking in Windhelm at the Cold Moon Inn. Helps him forget, he says. Go drag him back here if you think it will help.
Alright. Probably should stop by Windhelm anyway, so... You can see a nice, like, view of how this area turns from grass to, snow here. You can see it slowly overtaking everything. It's gonna turn out to be a more depressing questline than I thought it was gonna be. Let's go ahead and stop by the stables first. Should get my point in while I can. It takes a moment for them to show up. Go ahead and put my speed in, why not? Get up to 20 this time, then put in a couple of more points into capacity. Okay, let's see what you have to say for yourself.
If you're looking for a hired blade, look somewhere else. I don't do that anymore. Who wants to know? I'd rather have her think that than know the truth. I'm a disgrace to my people, and to Kain. My brother, my ship, my entire fleet. They died right in front of me. And what did I do? Nothing. No. My mother is the head keeper at Kain's Grove. She'd never turn against Kain and her people. She should honor my brother's memory, not disgrace it. No, I can't. If what you say is true, then it's already too late for my mother. Do what you must to save those people, but I can't face what she's become. I was a good soldier once. I was a faithful follower of Kain, along with the rest of my family. After the disaster, I was disgraced, no longer fit to serve in the regular army. So, for a time, I sold my blade to the highest bidder. And what does it look like? I sit here, and I drink until I collapse. And then I get up and drink some more. It's the only way I can endure the memories. You ask more questions than my mother, and she's the keeper of Kain's Grove. Leave me to my drink, or I'll show you how good a warrior I used to be.
Wow, this was a waste of time, wasn't it? I believe there should be a way shrine right over here, right?
Well,
Go ahead and fast travel back over there. I don't know, maybe this will give me another option when I talk to her? I don't know. It's probably going to be locked behind a persuade, I imagine, though. It's the only bad thing. Really? Ice magic in my back? I'm gonna fall off my mount if they can continue to follow me. I think this is the spot.
Us have no place here. This grove belongs to us now. We'll use these people as we see fit.
Now you're a bird person. Wow, you went down pretty easily.
Leave her alone! Oh, Mother! What have you done?
My son, you're alive. I thought I lost you.
Why would you do this to yourself, Mother? To all these people? Listen, Traveler. I know she did horrible things, but she's still my mother. Kain must forgive her. The goddess never gives up on her people. No, I won't give up on her or Kain. I lost faith in myself the day I lost my brother. But I never lost faith in my God. Kain teaches us to fight for what we believe in. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm fighting for my mother. Pray for forgiveness. Kain, hear my prayers. My mother turned away from you, but she was wrong. She acted as she did because of her grief. She devoted her life to you. If you restore her, I'll return to the war. I'll take up my weapon to fight for your honor and our people once more. Please, Goddess. I lost my brother and my father. Don't take my mother from me as well.
Kain's cleansed me. She's forgiven me for everything I've done. How could I have been so foolish? I hurt so many people during my crisis of faith. I won't. Kain has shown me the way again. Without your intervention, I would have continued to rain horror upon my people. Thanks to you, I can make amends. These soldiers will be cared for until they are fully healed. No, the soldiers still live. They were to become members of our Daedric coven, but I won't let that happen. Not now. Your friends are back at the Keeper's house, safe and well cared for. They're still under the spell of Daedric influence. I'll work on freeing them, but it will take some time. Do not fear. I'll make sure you receive safe passage through the grove. I am their leader, after all.
Oh well, okay.
I was a fool to turn your help down when you asked for it. My Kain, I was an even bigger fool to turn my back on my family when they needed me the most. I'll not lose sight of what matters again.
Well, this ended out pretty well. I guess it was worth going to talk to him back at Windhelm. And I'm assuming the mobs here have turned neutral. Or maybe they've disappeared, I don't know. No, they're neutral, looks like. Turned out better than expected here in Kain's Grove.
I don't know what you did, but my soldiers are alive. Thanks. So did I. The last thing I remember was a terrible pain. I woke up in here, next to Droy. One of the witches was tending to my wounds. I'm still not sure what is going on. That's wonderful news! And we're still all alive? This isn't how I expected this to end, but I can't argue with the results. We'll head back to Windhelm and rest before marching to join the rest of the army. Take this. It was a charm to bring me luck in the war. Thanks to you, my luck has been pretty good. I want you to have it.
Sounds good. And that looks to be it for Kain's Grove. So at this point, the only place to head now is down to the southeast. go find our last 2 world bosses and dwells, if we can. At that point, we should be pretty much good for getting down there. Another lore book, okay. It's kind of weird because I don't have a full set of Nord armor at this point yet. Usually the quest lines would be enough to get me like a full set, basically, but at this point I've only gotten the helmet, got the shoulders, got the gauntlets. Actually, don't I have a pair of, Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah. So I did get a pair of greaves here. Let me go ahead and put those on then. Okay, so I still need a chest piece and some feet pieces, basically. Because I think all they've given me for boots has been like light pieces. Yeah, we're definitely on the path now. I think we're almost there. I'm actually going to go past this part right here. You go further south, and I believe there should be... I think it's a world boss that's further southeast than the Syaoranvee spot, so we'll see. Yeah, let me see where I need to go here. Yeah, it's down this way. Looks like the Way Shrine is right here, though. I should probably grab that. Well, we're heading back up this way, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yep, there's a dwelve up this way. And a world boss, so that's going to be one of each. That means we only have to find one of each left. Okay, there's the other world bosses down this way. And the other dwelves, so we found everything we need. Where's this, Okay, yeah, we found it. Okay. Now we just gotta go ahead and grab this dwell that's off this way. It should be everything we need, besides the last eye spot, which is towards Syaoranvee, I believe. So yeah, we can go ahead and count everything off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Oh, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. And then the 12s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the anchors, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, got the anchors, world bosses, 12s. Public dungeons back in the city, don't have to find that. I don't think there's many way shrines we would need either at this point, right? Apparently there's 2 of them we need. But I'm assuming they're both along the way here, because we're entering the last main area. The only place I'm not sure of that we haven't done yet would be Musfifth, or whatever you call it. Maybe we have to go back there and take a look for it. Everything else, I believe, is, besides that dwarven room, everything else, I believe, is through the main quest line that we'd be going through anyways. So let's go ahead and just take a look and see if we can find that out or not. I want to say if it's reachable, it'd be a bit further north here. Yeah, over there. I'm pretty sure it's something that's not part of the main storyline of where it's at, so... If we do this, then we're all ready to just go on to Jornstand and complete the rest of the storyline and not have anything left over. Yeah, it is its own thing. Okay.
My sister and I are working here. Well, unless you're interested in Dwemer ruins. But not too interested. This is our find.
My sister Kirith and I traveled for a Morrowind in search of forgotten lore and ancient relics. The scholars at Shadowstula laughed at us, and the Mages Guild ignores us. But we're going to find something they can't ignore.
Well, my sister went into the ruins and hasn't returned yet. She can take care of herself, but I'm starting to get worried. Kirith keeps a journal, but she's hard on her books. Always loses pages. Follow the pages, and they'll lead you right to her.
Alright. Keeler says I should keep a journal. I'm not good at writing. She always takes better notes than I do. Dwemer seems to use soul gems to power their constructs. Where did they get all the souls for it? Here's for the research. Maybe they use them to power more mundane things. Magical house cleaning for everyone, why not? Raynor, you're supposed to use this for your personal thoughts, not more research notes. Curious, there were my personal thoughts. I already said I'm bad at this. I've heard there are classes on writing at Shadowstula. Not a high aspiration, but useful. I have to refocus on a mission. Try to date these. Apparently helps the organization. Can't remember the previous dates. We'll just leave them blank. Working on an invisibility device. Really just a stored spell, like a scroll or enchantment. Nothing's fancy. Think about part is casting and uncasting. Is uncasting a word? Dispel, maybe? Don't want to confuse my terms. Travel's boring, too bumpy to work on research, too low to stay engaged. Right again, this seems it helps. Probably won't. Kiev seems to be writing without a problem, must be nice. Oh, we still need to do the Fires Guild quest as well. I almost completely forgot about that. Seeing a Dwarven Ruin jogged my memory because we did that not too long ago for them. Alrighty. Oh, we found a page already. We're not actually getting paid for this 12. That's a step up as far as I'm concerned. After Benavia, who needs the academy? We're ready for the big time. Bring on the Mages Guild. But really, we need to find something good to impress the guild. Sometimes it feels like they're just humoring us. Mary thinks that with the backing of the King of Skyrim, though, we have a better chance to get in. Hope he's right. Yeah, these guys aren't going to have anything I want, so it's not going to be bothered looting them. Jeez. Forgot about the explosions. Now that we're down just to one, though, they're not going to be able to take my health away fast enough. That one didn't explode, huh? This place is full of traps. I've never seen so many interesting and dangerous contraptions in one place. I wonder what the dwarves are hiding in here that need so much protection. Wager that whatever it is, it would certainly impress those stuffed robes in the guild. There are so many locked doors and passageways, I wish I could explore them all, but one thing at a time. Raynor says I have a tendency to overcomplicate things. Like he should talk. Like there's another page over here. Wish I could spend more time in here. I see evidence of some kind of massive machine, but I don't have time to pry open all the doors and look for it. Stupid journal binding. Why do my page keep falling out? You know, it's a pain locating these ancient ruins. They're always in the most inconvenient places. Once you find them, though, exploring is so worth the effort. I'd give up the Mages Guild entirely if I knew where all these ruins were. Then I could spend all my time exploring. Wait, don't I have a construct spine? I have a construct spelvis. This is a construct spine. Okay. I should find out where this museum is so I can actually put these pieces somewhere. Kind of a neat thing to be able to explore these ruins and find a unique piece to put somewhere. Got the fight here too. Oh, these guys are easier though. Okay, they're kind of just kind of continuing to appear, which is a bit of an issue. There we go. Raynor's magic device works pretty well. I'm practically invisible to drawing constructs. It does flicker every 3.5 minutes, though. Got to make sure nothing's nearby when I finish counting to 210. Had a few close calls before. I determined the time between each misfire, but since I figured that out, I haven't had any problems. Raynor got the idea for this device while studying the light crystals of Bathia. Amazing, one of his devices actually serves a useful purpose. Guess I have to head this way. And get through the tunnel. Oh, they came in after me. Okay. Curse the luck. Stupid cheap journal binding. Some of my best entries have fallen out. Oh well. This whole place rumbles every so often as I get deeper into the ruins. Most of it feels more and more unstable. It's like the entire structure is about to collapse or something. That would be bad. Came across spots where the walls and ceiling have fallen in, letting in snow and sunshine. I feel a cool breeze blowing in from deeper in. The passage I'm looking for isn't buried. Damn, the wind took another page. Where do I head from here? Okay, looks like this way. More spiders to fight. Joy. Another page. I found it. I'm not sure this is the vault where the drummer kept all their best stuff. I'm sure this is the vault where the drummer kept all their best lore and stuff. There was even this weird crystal mechanism. I need a key to activate it, and now the stupid device that Raynor gave me is really starting to act up. I don't think it's going to last long enough to get me past these constructs. I'd better find a place to hide until I can figure out what to do next. This bridge has seen better days. That's a lot of things over that way. Those all pages? Yeah, looks like it. And then we have a Satyrion in our way. Very nice. These guys are never fun to fight, regardless of the game they're in. Nothing worthwhile. Even more enemies. Sheesh. I was hoping to give me a little bit of a break here to read a page. I don't know. I don't particularly enjoy Dwarven runes, to be honest. I don't know. Okay. Raynor will be proud of me. I documented my entire exploration of the ruins, even though the stupid journal keeps falling apart. I found the drummer vault. Without Raynor's device, how will I avoid the contracts to find the key? Danger is only fun to be posted about later. More spiders. Okay. Okay, this isn't good. Not good at all. The contracts seem to know I'm here, and they keep looking for me. Where's my useless brother when I really need him? Hope someone comes looking for me soon. I can't get out of here without attracting more constructs. And now I'm hungry. This is bad. This is worse than when Raynor built that thing that turned all the clothes in town invisible for a day and a half. Vivek was Elder Arrow mad about that. Lock in the drummer mechanism is far more complex than any I've dealt with before. All my lockpicks have snapped. I have to sell. Find some drummer melody I can use to craft new lockpicks. Let the Rainer stop letting me get myself into these predicaments. I had a few too many close calls trying to salvage some metal to make new lockpicks. I'm not terribly interested in getting impaled on a spike. Every time I stop to dig around for a key, the constructs swarm after me. I need to invent something protective when I manage to get out of here. Maybe some kind of special boots or a hat. Well, looks like we found her.
Hi there. It's great to see someone who isn't made of metal and trying to chop me to bits. Are you just exploring? I hate to tell you, but we were here first. But good job getting this far without one of Raynor's crazy devices. Raynor sent you? Well, that was nice of him, since it's his fault I'm stuck down here. His stupid invisibility device stopped working, and now the constructs won't stop chasing me. Anyway, you have my notes. Our research points to a treasure trove of lore buried in these ruins. I even found one of the lore vaults. It had a dwemer memory device and everything. But the area is buried in snow and swarming with constructs. Also, we need a key. That's why I'm coming with you, silly. I won't let anything happen to you. Promise. Besides, I have the shovel. Anyway, you keep the constructs away from me, and I'll dig for the key. How's that sound? Great. Let's go. I'll stick close if you don't mind. You look like you can handle that weapon you're carrying, and I'd rather not get eaten by a construct. If we get separated, I'll meet you back here.
Okay. So the ice tunnel is off this way, apparently. Okay. Oh boy.
We made it. Now all we have to do is find...
Okay, we're about to... There we go. Oh, there was a Centaur both ways. Nice. Very nice. Okay. I guess we have to fight one then. Ooh, got knocked out on that. Okay. Where's the key?
Wait, over there. Damn. Just broken glass shards. They're everywhere in here.
Guess we're gonna head on then. Fight yet another Centurion, because why not? my stamina actually survived that. Nice. Yeah, I saw that steam coming. Okay. Around here somewhere, maybe? No?
Wait, over there. No key here, but this glass looks like a crystal necklace.
Finally. Steam pipe. Did I just pick up a steam pipe? Okay, it's not off this way because we left the area. Shoot. Okay, maybe off this way then. No, not that lucky. Really? It's all the way back towards where we began? Okay, I think this is the second room. Nothing so far, unfortunately. Come on, there's gotta be something in this room. Just... go ahead and damage all of them at once. Okay, there is something here.
This is it. I found it.
Finally.
Now we can go to the vault and see if we can get the device to work.
Okay, where do we need to go? Okay, we have to go back that way. Hopefully the things we've killed are still dead. Shoot.
See that? That's a dwemer memory device. I've seen them before, but never one that was intact.
Assuming I'm interpreting these scrolls correctly, this orb, when magically charged, retains images with its cloudy depths. The scrolls depict it containing information on two specific topics, the use of dwemer soul gems and the maps of dwemer installations. Obviously the mage scholars will want the information about soul gems, but the maps are more interesting than me. Say unearthed dwemer ruins may contain much more invaluable knowledge, though the mages will balk at passing on practical information that can be used right now. There's a lecture on the relative value of a bird in the hand in my immediate future. Printing on an orb appears simple. I just need to hold one near one of these dwemer memory devices, the ones with the crystals, and the energy will rush into it, along with the associated information. I'll need to find an orb to copy the information to. That's more of an issue. All I found are glass shards, and the few intact orbs I found have been smashed in altercations with the constructs. It seems I want to destroy the orbs rather than let me have one. Wait a minute, something's happening. Why are the vault doors closing? I'm estimating on the time. It's probably the next day by now. The vault doors have closed behind me, and I'm quite thoroughly locked. I'll have to come up with a different way to escape, and I did find an intact orb in the sacks here, but I'll have to wait to use it until I'm sure I can get out of here. Let's see. Nope. Nope. That one? There we go.
I hoped I'd find you two down here. I repaired the lift. What did you find?
Raynor, this device fills up glass orbs with old lore, like filling a decanter with fine wine.
A memory device? You found one that works?
It's intact, but we need a glass orb to see if it actually works.
Did you figure out what kind of lore the device contains?
I see two important bits of lore. One explains how Dwemer used soul gems to power their constructs. The other contains a map of Dwemer ruins across Tamriel.
Soul gems? That knowledge would open a lot of doors for us. A lot of doors.
But think about what we can do with those maps. Access to every ruin. Those are the doors we should be opening.
Are you suggesting that we become common treasure hunters? Well, think how famous we'll become if we bring both bits of lore to the Mages Guild.
I don't think we can, brother. I think there's only enough power in this device to make one imprinting.
But we've worked so hard to get them to listen to us. This is our chance, sister.
I'm not sure, but our friend here has found an orb we can use. Hey, what do you think we should do?
What do you think? We've only got the one orb you found. If I knew the location of every Dwemer ruin, I could explore places no one has seen since the Dwemer were actually alive and kicking. That would be amazing. Anyone can be a scholar, but I could visit places no one alive has ever seen. What do you think? We've only...
What do you think? Kirith trusts you, so I do too. We've been working to get recognized for years. Up until now, our discoveries have been curiosities, not important findings. Information on how the Dwemer use soul gems in their constructs, though? No one could ignore that kind of finding. What do you think?
That's actually a pretty tough choice here, because they both have decent ideas. One basically wants to be able to be explorer, and the other one wants to be a scholar. Neither one of them is a bad choice. I don't know. They seem pretty, I mean, the chances of being able to find something worthwhile with being able to explore every single dwemer ruin here in Skyrim would be pretty high, I imagine. Just having access to those maps would probably make them able to be scholars anyways, eventually. So I guess I'll go with that,
What do
I
you
guess.
think? If I knew the location... I do. I do. I know Raynor wants to get invited to join the Mages Guild, but we both love exploring old ruins. With this, we would be the foremost experts on dwemer ruins. That's better than stuffy old mages. Can you talk to Raynor and convince him?
You gave the orb to my sister? I hope you had a good reason. You really think so? She has been talking about how stuffy the mages are. How they'd hamper our creativity. It's just hard to let go, I guess. Well, I guess this is exciting. And thanks for all your help, by the way. I really appreciate it.
Alright. And that's it for our Mozilif travel here. Oh wait, there's a way out? Oh yeah, the lift he was talking about. What else do they have to say? Let's just find out.
I hope Kirith knows what she's doing. Can we even read dwemer maps? I guess we'll find out soon enough. If I shine a light through the orb, we might be able to see the maps on a nearby rock or wall. Pardon me, I just had the most amazing idea.
This is going to be great. Raynor will sulk for a bit, but what else is new? Soon he'll be inventing something amazing to use in the next room. Anyway, thanks for your help, and feel free to use the lift over there when you're ready to leave.
Alright, with this done, we only have the stuff we have to do for the main story quest, and also the Fighters Guild. And then after that, we'll be able to do our run of the public dungeon, the world bosses, anchors, 12s, all that stuff. Then after that, I'll be on to the next zone, I believe. Which is actually the last zone as far as the Eberron Pax zones go. And then we'll actually be able to move on with the storyline, the main overall storyline, after that. Because I decided originally I was going to go through the main storyline questing before I did East March, and ended up deciding I'm just going to do East March in the zone after this first, like it was originally supposed to be done, and then I'll go to that last zone as far as the main story quest goes. We're making good travel, though, I have to say. In any case, I will see you guys next time, and see you then.